Most terrifying accidents caught on tape, Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Hello and welcome back to Curiosity Lounge. Before we start, hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Here are most terrifying accidents caught on tape, Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Car crash into Grand Mosque. A Saudi man driving his car at high speed crashed into the outer walls of Mecca's Grand Mosque, Islam's holiest site, authorities said on Saturday, October 31. Guards reportedly chased the driver as he rammed through two barriers before hitting one of the southern entrances of the mosque late Friday, officials in the holy city said. Saudi Arabia had earlier month opened the Grand Mosque for prayers for the first time since it was shut due to. Authorities in the holy city, upon reopening the mosque, expanded the Umrah pilgrimage to accommodate 15,000 worshippers from within the kingdom as it relaxed coronavirus measures. Umrah, a Muslim pilgrimage that can be undertaken at any time, had been suspended in March due to the pandemic. The limit on Umrah be raised to 20,000. Authorities will allow pilgrims from abroad. Hajj stampede kills hundreds. At least 345 people were killed and 1,000 injured in a stampede on the final day of a symbolic stoning ritual at the Hajj pilgrimage to Mecca. It happens as tens of thousands of pilgrims filed past Al-Jamarat, three large stone walls representing the devil that is pelted with stones by the pilgrims so they can purge themselves of sin. General Mansour al-Turki, an Interior Ministry spokesman, said 345 people had been killed, and a Red Crescent doctor at the scene put the number of injured at around 1,000. Mr. Turki said the tragedy had been sparked when pieces of luggage fell from moving buses and pilgrims tripped over them as they rushed towards the stone walls. There have been deadly stampedes at the Hajj in previous years. In 1990, 1,426 people died and a further 244 pilgrims were killed in February 2004. Happened despite attempts to increase safety and improve access to the Al-Jamarat site, where the tall obelisks that had represented the devil have been rebuilt as stone walls 26 meters long. The new walls allow a much larger number of people to pelt them with pebbles at one time, and a religious fatwa has extended the hours permitted for the ritual. Access to the entrance to the site, at which all 2.5 million pilgrims must pass and move from pillar to pillar to throw their stones before leaving, had been improved. Authorities had also widened the walkways to almost 80 meters in an attempt to reduce congestion. Live television footage showed pilgrims continuing to mass around the Al-Jamarat walls despite the earlier tragedy. The fifth day of the Hajj, which has attracted more than 2 million pilgrims from almost 180 countries to the holy city of Mecca, the capital of the Mecca province. The stoning ritual is one of the last events of the pilgrimage to Islam's holiest sites, which able-bodied Muslims with sufficient financial means are required by their faith to do at least once in their lifetime. Many pilgrims had already finished the stoning ritual today and gone back to Mecca to carry out a farewell circuit of the Kaaba, the black stone cube Muslims face during daily prayers. Saudi Arabian authorities deployed 60,000 security staff this year in an attempt to avoid accidents or attacks by Islamist militants fighting the Saudi royals. Crane collapse accident. Huge red crane crashed into a part of the Grand Mosque. The largest in the world was filled with worshippers at the time. The head of Saudi Arabia's civil defense said strong winds and heavy rains had caused the collapse. Hundreds of thousands of people are expected to arrive in the Saudi city from all over the world. It happened at a time when many worshippers were there for Friday prayers. The toll for the dead and injured, tweeted by the Civil Defense Authority in Arabic, continued to rise throughout the evening. A video posted on YouTube, which could not be independently verified, appeared to record the moment the crane fell, with a loud crash heard in the background, followed by panic and shouting.
Severe rain and wind speed as high as 83 kilometers. This caused the tower crane to collapse, causing a number of deaths and injuries.
Lieutenant Amir said an investigation was being carried out to assess the damage and the extent of the safety of these sites. Mecca is to welcome Muslims from around the world for the annual Hajj pilgrimage, which begins in. Islam requires that every Muslim capable of doing so performs a pilgrimage to the site at least once in their lifetime. Saudi authorities began a major expansion of the site last year to increase the area of the mosque by 400,000 square meters to allow it to accommodate up to 2.2 million people at once. More than 3 million people undertook the Hajj pilgrimage in Mecca in 2012. Saudi authorities have taken steps since 2013 to limit the number of people involved. Large numbers of people have resulted in several tragedies over the years, including a stampede in 2006 that nearly killed 350 people.